Now, the big tech story of the day is Meta. The stock's higher on a report that said the company is considering cutting the Metaverse group's budget by as much as 30%. The stock has been under pressure lately on concerns about its massive spending. In its latest earnings, Meta raised the low end of total expenses for the year to $116 billion. Joining me now is Mike Prue, research director at Forrester, and Lloyd Walmsley, senior research analyst for Mizuho. Lloyd, just to clarify here, this isn't a considered cut of 30% to everything AR, VR related that Facebook Meta is doing. It sounds like it's more targeted toward the Reality Labs kind of VR piece of it, and maybe closer to 10% taken overall at Meta. Is that far beyond what the company has been doing lately?
Yeah, so I think you're right. I think it's likely to be a sub-segment of the Reality Labs business, not the entire Reality Labs business. Of course, this is a press report, so it's not directly from the company. And we don't know exactly how much of this was already contemplated in the guide they already gave versus what may be coming out of the budgeting process that's incremental. In our minds, we think it's probably marginally incremental, but ultimately, we don't think it matters so much as it shows that they are approaching Reality Labs with more discipline than they have in the past. The big sort of question coming out of last quarter was, what are the guardrails on OpEx growth over the next few years as they start to invest in a new long-term project that may have a very uncertain return? And what was particularly frustrating to investors was that they still hadn't effectively closed the loop on what has been perceived to be the first black hole, which is Reality Labs. And so they didn't necessarily demonstrate a return yet, and they continue to invest at really heavy levels. And so I think starting to see them show that they're making hard capital allocation decisions or contemplating them with regard to Reality Labs, we think should give investors confidence that as they start to embark on a new investment area with generative AI, that there is a better sense of discipline.
Mike, is this discipline you think we're seeing here, or is it just Mark Zuckerberg deciding, well, I'm still going to spend just as much or more. I'm just going to shift spending away from this metaverse thing and toward this AI thing?
100%. Look, Meta's North Star now is AI unequivocally. And there's no surprise about Meta pulling back on its metaverse bet. It simply hasn't worked. It's been a leaky bucket from the time that Facebook changed its name to Meta. The company has been seeing loss after loss in Reality Labs, pouring money into building something that consumers just don't want. So it makes perfect sense for Meta as a company to regain its focus on its core family of apps, which has always been the company's bread and butter, and take the extra resources and pour them into its AI future.
Lloyd, at the same time, I could argue, and so heck, I will, that Mark Zuckerberg was actually visionary in the sense that he was leaning into the idea that you spend big during times of massive change. Maybe he just guessed wrong about which change was coming first when he started spending on the metaverse instead of AI. But it pivoted quickly, spending on AI, now the rest are too. And if you had bet against Meta, as a lot of people did back in 2022, you're kicking yourself, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, they've done a remarkable job in the core business, right? They have actually deployed, more traditional machine learning and to some extent more generative AI, but mostly just core machine learning and GPUs into the core business, and they've done an unbelievable job reaccelerating their top line growth, and all while being quite disciplined in the core business. And so while they've been investing in metaverse and increasingly in AI, they've still shown very healthy operating income growth. And I think the big concern with investors coming out of last quarter was it seemed that they were putting that clearly on the back burner to focus on AI investment and positioning themselves to be a leader in generative AI. And I think that's still largely the plan. I don't think things are really changing, but what's new here in our minds is that they are making some hard decisions on Metaverse, which we think they should have been making a long time ago. Over $80 billion of cumulative operating income losses since 2019. It's been a pretty tough bet for them so far. there may be
Okay.
some big unlocks in AR coming up, but
Okay.
the VR side has been a pretty big disappointment so far.
Mike.